Welcome. I'm going to show you the setup for the Halloweenies Throw in overlay mosaic from the center out, so in the round. I've loaded already the pattern in my program Knit Companion. It has a little bit of a wiggly woggly this morning because it crashed a few times, weirdly enough. But I think because I have an index in it that jumps directly to the right page, so that might conflict. I will look later into it and also contact Knit Companion how to solve this. But first let me see, this is the Halloweenies Throw in overlay mosaic. As you see, I used multiple colors. On page 3 I explained to you how I did the multiple colors, and you can use any hook size you want. I always crochet with a very small hook, which is 3 millimeters C2 in USA. For now I will, and for this tutorial, for this video, I will use this crochet hook, which is a little bit bigger than what I normally use, and some thicker yarn. But for this small throw I use this color range. You can get the yarn with Hobby online, Hobby with double B and double I's. I have shown it here. It's the black, and all the color ranges here. You can use any color range, you know, and if you change it each 4 colors, you get the colors changes how I did it. So here's a little bit about the abbreviations, about the chart, and so on and so on. Then here, this is still from my butterfly, but here will come a little picture of what I'm going to make now, and with the links for the first 5 rounds, so you can go on. Then we have the first chart, which is the chart of the width of mosaic in the round. This is now really inconvenient, it's like that, but there's a little button here, and if you press it, it arranges your chart how you want to see it. Then there is the length, because it's a rectangle, so the width is different than the length. And I push this little button again, and now we have this set up correctly, so we can start. You can use the sliders, as you see. If you go to page 11 and you don't want to do it in the round, but the normal row to row overlay mosaic crochet, you can do it. There's a link for it in it to Betsy's videos, which you can see, and how to sew in the threads immediately as you go. The very handy video, thank you Betsy. And in the end there are some legal documentations and so on. Here you see the written patterns. And if you see page 7, it starts here in the light color. All old colors are done in the light. But if you see the first page, it had a dark background. So I did all my colors on my background color is black. I have described this in the yarn, so it shows that I started with the black yarn as the first row. But because we are going to follow the pattern, we have a light background and the pattern is dark, so the cat, the crow, the hats, and the spooky ghost and the spiders will be done in a darker yarn. And we're going to start with page 1. I have these different colors. I hope the contrast is not great, but I choose this yarn. It's a little bit thicker yarn, and you can see it very well over this crochet hook, and it's for a tutorial. It's great for a real pattern to make. I wouldn't advise yarn with not such a high contrast. I would advise a higher contrast. Really go as crazy as you go. It's a little bit autumn Halloweeny kind of throw, and hope to see you for the setup in round or row, how you want to call it. 4 rows make 1 round in this case, for the setup.